'Twas early morning before cruising, when all through the airport were handfuls of sleepy travelers. Our nonstop 4-hour flight landed in Newark, New Jersey. We soon learned that we were spoiled by Sky Harbor Airport back home. Quickly had to figure out how to maneuver from the terminal to baggage claim, then to the train. This would take us to our final stop to catch the bus to our nearby hotel.
The train to get to the shuttle to go to the airport. Trying to figure that out, and I think we did. Times ahead.
Since we only had one night to explore New York City, we decided to catch a lift from the hotel in New Jersey to the streets of New York City. Our 14-mile journey took over an hour due to traffic. We didn't mind because our tired eyes were soaking it all in. We discovered this was the busiest weekend of the year because the Christmas tree in Rockefeller Plaza had just been lit. The high volume of people and vehicles from every direction forced us to exit the lift in the middle of the street and walk to our landmark destinations. We were famished since our last meal had been at 6 a.m. that morning. We popped into the first eatery on our path, Sushi and Company, a cute little spot where we inhaled the food so quickly that it's difficult to truly say if it were good. But seriously, the food that actually touched our tongues was delicious. Our next stop, Times Square. On our way, walked through a holiday market, or should I say squeezed through. I mean, people were everywhere. Cute little shops of all kinds. Now, this could have been an opportunity for us to start our Christmas shopping. And I do repeat, could have. It was surreal walking the streets, looking at skyscrapers and iconic places we've only ever seen in movies, TV, and pictures. The sounds and smells only added to our experience. Now, did I forget to mention there were a lot of people walking the streets? Remember I mentioned earlier that this trip held a lot of firsts for us? Well, this was our first Christmas hustle and bustle of this magnitude, and it had so much more meaning that it was in New York City. Our next first was watching steam billow out of manholes on the road. Now, maybe that's not a big deal to you, but for us desert rats, it was a treat. We finally made it to our last destination in New York City, the Christmas tree. So iconic and magical and part of our lives since childhood. Another first surreal experience seeing it live and in person with a gajillion other people. There was so much more left to see, but we were so tired from our long day of travel, our aching feet were telling us it was time to head back to the hotel and rest before the cruise in the morning. In spite of the cold temperature, multitude of pedestrians and onlookers, the outrageous prices for food and transportation in the city, it was a beautiful bucket list night that we were grateful to experience together. And as we made our way through Manhattan, our family from Texas were on their way to New Jersey to meet us for the cruise.
You have to borrow a reindeer to get down here? What?
Guess what day it is? You guessed it, Cruise Day. It's almost like Christmas morn, and you feel the same as when you were a child, the rush of waking up to see what Santa left for you under the tree. Did it matter that the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal felt like the streets of New York or lines at Disney World? Oh no. At the end of this long winding line would be the best ride of all, the MSC Meraviglia, our first December cruise and first Bahamas cruise.
Make my day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you like the content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you next time.